Hello, everyone. I think we're working a little bit better this time here. So we got the carnival event going on. Gonna grind that. Let me switch this over to live chat. I think I have audio set for the game working now. I think I have background music here too. So let me just click on that. And I guess if anything sounds too loud, let me know. But surprisingly, it wasn't too difficult this time to get things a little bit more straightened out. So did get a haircut today, did get trimmed up a little bit. So hopefully I'm not so homeless and disgusting looking for everybody. On a side note, though, we did make it to chapter 31. I did get that little thingamagobber thing for the Discord there saying that we're sitting at chapter 31. So that's a plus. Let's see. We good here. Got views there. Can somebody type something in chat so I can make sure that that's at least working? Because I think we're okay. Let me just make sure that Twitch is muted. We got that. And how do I get Twitch? We're going to go for channel. And then there should be one for chat on here, which I turned this computer sideways. So I'm not really certain how to get that. But hey, MC Transport, what is going on? Yeah, so I got to do some grinding here inside the game. I got all my dailies I got to do still. I think we're sitting on a whole bunch of arena tickets too. So really got to bang those things out. I have not officially tried chapter 31 yet, but we are sitting on a light dark hero chest. So let's just grab this. See what we're going to get out of that. If we're lucky, it'll be a Lilith. I'm actually wouldn't be too bothered right now if I got a Zagrako out of it also, because that's been holding up in these later chapters. And then, obviously, Zeke would be another nice one because I'm still working on getting that leveled up. I really want to test out that level 8 active awaken skill there. So, let's see what we got. Fingers crossed on things. And, watch, it's probably going to be a Bazam they gave me. Who we got? Did I? Oh, Benzel. Okay, I'll take a Benzel. Benzel's been holding up pretty strong, too. I'm getting really high damage output with him, so I've been actually using him more. I'm thinking about going and switching back my rune that I threw on, where is she here, Carmen. We got that. We have the Grim Reaper Grasp, and actually, I'm just gonna do it. I switched it back before. It was a waste of 400 gems. Let's just go and replace it, because Benzel's putting up pretty freaking big numbers for me. What is this game about? So this is gonna pretty much be, you have all these heroes here. You throw gear on them. They all have their own individual skills for it. And then we go in there. We decide what 5 heroes we want to put up against these 5 heroes that are there. Pretty much we got to decide as far as our positioning on things where we want stuff. So, for example, I might throw that hero there. And I got to throw Lilith back out here. So, let's go maneuver a little bit. And we're just pretty much going to be putting these 5 heroes against those 5 heroes and see if that's enough to pretty much crush them. So we just got Benzel with that thing on there. So let's go try this with the Benzel. See what happens. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I am trying to stream a little bit earlier on the weekends because I had some people say, hey, it's 3 a.m. where I'm at. So hopefully that might be a little bit better for kind of getting things and getting everybody able to see this. So I guess the question is, how does the audio sound right now? Hey, Fubar. Is the audio of the game too loud? Is the background music loud enough? And, of course, is I Pick My Butt loud enough? Because to me, it might sound like I got the game video a little bit high. How much should I spread out the gear level? Should I focus only on making the top 5 as strong as possible or have 3 great teams or more? So, starting off, Robert, I just focused on those first 5. I really focused on both the weapon and I think it's the boots, both of the ones that do the attack. If we had somebody like Rochelle, for example, I'd focus more on the HP side, which I think is, we got our butt kick there. So if I were to go to my Rochelle, because he's a hit point based one, I would go more on the helmet and go more on the armor. Now this is talking very early game. So I would go focus on your first 5. If you need to move gear around, move gear around. you know, if you want to switch somebody up. But I go for those first 5. What I then do afterwards is I invest in Abala and I get his gear upgraded. That way, when I'm going in the Abyss, I'm pretty much using Abala on every single thing possible. Once I get him set where I want the gear, then I'll go and pop on my Zagrako, because Zagrako is also something I use against Blader Zoltan. He puts up good big numbers when I'm doing the whole Blighter, Dex, Lilith thing. Gets me, you know, those 26 level chests, which give me the legendary gear. So that's how I focus my first 5. I then focus on those 2. And then I start spreading out between some of the art heroes. But my main focus always is going back to my top 5, making sure I got good gear on them. Hey, Michael, thanks for popping in. We are just going to kind of go through and grind stuff today. So Babu here, I got to throw something on him. We'll just throw the Orb of Absorption on him. So as you can see, I really don't have levels behind these things yet. The fact that I was struggling, I did go and throw that one on Rochelle. I don't really like upgrading these things until I know I'm sitting on some halfway decent ones that I want. So you'll see a bunch of things that have the little icon like it needs upgrading, but yeah, that's pretty much where we stand. So as far as the event itself, we got our light dark hero. The only thing I've really done so far is some summons and the Abyss. So other than grabbing heroes, which is kind of technically the summons, I think we could probably grab the stuff, though, if I haven't already, for the cave explorations. And we might even be sitting on the Abyss here, too, for it. So grab that, 500 gems. So we are at 27 here. Let me just go through and make sure I'm hooked up on the ones that I want, which is going to be, obviously, Zeg has his stuff on. Kyan has his. Lulu we got. Lilith we got. And then Abala. Yep. So actually, if I really want to, I could just make it a little bit stronger. We'll take the gear off of him. Put it on Abala there. And then the other ones I got is Milia. So we can actually go and throw and enhance this. And then Sanders is going to be the other one that I want to have gear on too. So any tip for Rift? I think we're all struggling on Rift, to be honest with you. Pretty much use the ones that you have in your advanced arena. Go at those top 15. I try to go in with 6 tanks. I then also try to go in with 3 or 4 damage dealers, and then the rest is going to be obviously 3 healers, and I kind of mix in some supporters on it there too. So, but usually I'm just kind of going for my top 15, and it's a matter of, if I can, I'm going to grab the ones that are my heroes attack first. Lowest HP hero is going to be invincible, and then the other one I like too is reducing all the enemies' energy to 0. Do you play Kinja anymore? No, I kind of gave up on Kinja once Survivor.io came out, because Kinja was just kind of dying down and they got a little bit greedy with the purchases in the game. Let me just go here. We'll just breeze through this Cave of Abyss, get some more stuff out of this. And we'll just see what we're putting up for damage on it. So this one's only going to be the time 2 speed. I still have to do my other account, which is the pay to win one. So it's very difficult playing 2 accounts in this. Not going to lie. It's tough to keep up on, making the YouTube videos, doing other crap, going to work, cleaning the house. It can be a little overwhelming playing 2 accounts at the same time. So this is I figured, good opportunity. I'm just going to grind. I might as well stream them and grind it. But yeah, I mean, Rift, I'm my pay to win one. I'm at chapter 10. And then free to play one, I think I'm sitting at, where are we? Chapter 9 on it, or level 9, I should say. Lilith killing it. So usually I get to about chest number 26, if not 27 on this. And we'll just kind of see what we get. But I feel like I have these guys pretty well and set straight inside here, so I'm not really need any adjustments. I mean, especially, this is probably the best one I'm going to do on right here, is going up against Blighter, because I got all these heroes pretty set off. But I haven't played it. I just upgraded Zeg. Ooh, Abala just dropped there. Lilith is killing it. But yeah, it's all about having that formation there of having Zag right in dead center. I like to put a ball in the back so if he does get put to sleep, he doesn't get dropped down right away. Anything good in there? Nope, no gear or anything. But yeah, I did buy a bunch of torches. I mean, I think I'm maybe at like, probably the first time I went in yesterday, I had like 70 torches. And today, obviously, you see we have 28 on them. So big thing I'm trying to do is I really want to get these torches out of the way ahead of time. Because if I see them inside the shop, I am re-rolling 50, 100, 150, even 200. I just want to get it out of the way. Nothing worse than getting down that last day and it's like, oh, you don't got enough torches. And even if I have extra of them, I mean, Abyss is always a great way to get some currencies in the game. So this one here, we're running Sanders, as you can see. We're running Milia. I haven't really gotten any Milia copies lately. I'm starting to pick up more of her now that I got Kyan to 20 stars. But every single one of these, I'm going Kyan on. He's at 20 stars. He's my best build on this account. And I think the Rift artifact isn't really anything special on it either. So, same thing with this one. Best one I've gotten, level 28, which is a level 27 chest. And what's going on with Twitch side over there? Okay. Twitch still says I'm playing Squad Busters for some reason. I really don't use Twitch that much. I mean, I probably should push it more. I know they're just firing 500 people on it. But yeah, it's there. I got Twitch. So I said in the last video, I was trying for a free t-shirt. But mainly I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. I did have somebody ask me a day if I was going to go and stream anywhere else, which I imagine we could push it to TikTok, which might be a little bit of a weird angle on it, given that we're in landscape mode right now versus portrait. So really don't know how that is going to go. And then Facebook too is another option. And even Rumble. I think I got a Rumble account, which whenever I post on this, it just automatically shoves over to that. So this one here, any red gear? No, we do got some beast tokens at least. So when I first started YouTube, like my thing was like, oh, I got to make a Facebook, I got to make a Twitch, I got to make a YouTube. And like, it was so overwhelming. I couldn't concentrate on one thing. And it was just like, instead of doing a really good job on, YouTube, for example, I was just doing terrible on all of them. So I kind of got rid of a lot of stuff. Now that we got the YouTube built, we've got the Twitch, we're partnered on Twitch, I guess. We got 111, 114 followers. So, I mean, I could push that some more. I just saw, so I use a program called Restream, which takes my OBS, which has all this, overlays and stuff, takes a key out and pushes it to whatever. And I just saw a thing the other day when I loaded it up after not streaming forever, that you pay $10, you can stream out to a bunch of stuff. So we might do that. And it actually gives me all my chat right at the top. So habits have still left me leaving over to the YouTube screen here and looking at this thing. But yeah, might be a possibility. I've never really been a fan of Facebook with the whole spying thing, but I think at this point, every single thing is spying on us at this point. So might as well just do it. And I also got the glare off the glasses. You can see that too. I had to move a light up over here into the corner. I just bought 2 new lights. I just bought a sandbag boom arm for thing. So yeah, pretty much I can have my green screen behind me light up a little bit better. Pretty much just like a big rod that sticks out with a counterweight on it. Is it okay to consume the epic you don't want to grow the ones you do? Yeah, sure. I mean, if it's what you want to do. I would just say be a little cautious on it though, because on my pay to win account, I was all about so better yet, free to play one here. I was going to go and try to level up every single hero the best I could, try to get everything to 20 stars. And I said, you know what, for the free to play one or the pay to win one, I'm going to just invest in those 5. We're going to get these things to 20 as fast as possible, get them as strong, and we're just going to wreck the world with this, new server that came out. And once I got to about level 25 or chapter 25 on this one, I found out that a lot of my heroes that I was using for those top 5, that I needed to kind of switch heroes out. So where your main 5 are pretty decent, you're going to find later game that you need to swap things. Like I might need to put the Zag in there. I might need to go and throw a Flate in there. So the heroes that you are not using at all, like maybe that's your Naru out there that you're probably never going to use. Yeah, that might be a little bit better option, but I'd say try to hold off on consuming them. Do the best you can to burn up the rares because you never know when they're going to make a balance change inside the game. Or in the situation like we just had, they threw the Mimics in there. All of a sudden, everybody's going to be starting using Oleon. People are using Lagu. People are even using Olga. You know, it's all these heroes that nobody was really using as a meta. And the game came out and said, oh, hey, these are the new best heroes to use in here. So that's the only thing I would stay away from. Do you play Brain Out? I have never even heard of Brain Out, to be honest with you, Transport. So I would say that's a no at the moment. But is that just kind of like a streamer type game, Brain Out? Like kind of what's that? Like Among Us, something like that? Or is newer Habby game? Oh, we got a Red Abyssal Ember, so that's a plus. 6 torches left. And then we'll go into the arena and start crushing on there. Should be able to get top 10. Yeah, I was at least happy to get the in-game. So I turned off the in-game music. But I'm at least happy I got the sound on there so we can at least see what's going on, hear what's going on. I don't know. It's an extra element to the game. And I am also happy to have some music in the background too. So when I load up everything the other day, all the audio. So on my screen here, I have audio mixer. It shows my video camera audio. I've got a backup camera, which, tell you what, I'll click on it here. You'll probably see me double time. So there I am in the background. Look at that. There's double the arms. So when this camera burns up or a battery dies on that, I could switch to the other one. But I have 4 audio tracks. I got both these cameras have audio I could pick up. I have my 3 desktops that I could pick up for audio. And then I have my microphone, which you could see right there with the boom arm. So that's the Rode Pod mic. All my audio, for some reason, wants to go through this for the music, for the game. So it was a little bit too tweaky there the other day, but I think I got it to a point where hopefully we're not blowing out your eardrums right now like we did the other day. What do we got? Anything good? We got a staff hat out. We got some beast tokens. And we're going to get the boss on the last one. I find a lot of times you do these torches and the last, like, very last one is like, oh, we got one more boss for you. In this situation, it's not going to be. So let's see if we can go up and throw any of that red gear on. Now I'm going to go drop that gear off of Abala. We'll throw it back on my boy Babu. And let's see here. We'll just get that back on there. And now we can go over and start crushing inside the arena. So as you can see, I'm sitting on 49 torches right now. I think we only have to play 120 times. Let's actually just see what that is right there real quick. I don't really put a lot of thought into the arena because until I get to like the top 20 marks on it, that's where it's kind of like I'm way too overpowered. So for arena, Cave of Abyss, we're already at 98, so that's a good start. Arena going to be 110, 110. So let's see where we're ranked right now for not playing for a couple of days. We're ranked number 32 in this one. Power level 9839 is what's listed, but if we go and we click on here, okay, 9839 is what we are. So my main focus here, we got a Zagraco. Oh, no, not a Zeg. Is that a Zeg? There's a Zeg there. Hang on. Oh, it's a Benzel. So I like to keep my Babu separated from the rest of the team. That way Kion here is going to probably smash onto him. We do have 2 acid type heroes or 2 DOT, so we might actually take a good beating on here. Q-San is one that I've beaten several times before, but there has been moments where I get shut down on it. So let's see what happens. I'm usually able to heal halfway decent with Babu there, at least until Rochelle's going to grab his shield. Come on, Almond, get another heal out there. And then the other concern is once we get Kion down to 0 health, he throws his shield on, and then he's going to get full on energy again. So that's the other thing I got to watch out for, which it looks like Babu's probably going to die before I wipe out that Rochelle. So there he goes right there. So we got another hit. No, so this is not looking too good. If I could at least gotten that shield down on Kion, that would have been a big help. But he's probably going to go drop Almond, and Lilith might stay alive. Yep. Oh, he's got the Might of Despair on there, too. Alright. Still. Yep, this might be a loss right here. So not a good way to start off the arena. Unless we can get Kion to work his thing. I still haven't gotten my double attack for my might, so... Yeah, he's done for. So, man, that's... He's definitely built up his team since I've last played him there. Oh, well. 49 more to go, if anything. So, we don't have to really worry about anything that's going to be a... You know, attacking heroes that are higher than you. So this should at least get us ranked up right here. I do like buying arena tickets. I do like saving for the events coming up. But I will say, there is something that's very taxing and drawn out when you have like 49 like I do right now. And it's like, oh man, you got to go through and play these things all back up so you can at least get your free turn every 4 hours or so. So it is a little bit overwhelming. And that's where we're probably not going to go through all the arena ones right now because that just might be a little bit drawn out here doing 49 arena battles. Hey, Fat Monk, what's going on, bud? Thanks for popping in. We are playing some good old Souls, as you obviously can see here. Well, hopefully I can win one. We just had a terrible fail against Q-san. And if we can get this Almond out of here. Oh, we got an Abal out there, too, in the back. So we're going to have to rely on Lilith maybe to drop down this Kion here. But this is looking for like a tough team for having 7,000 power. We're at almost 10,000. And I don't think we're going to get rid of that Provoke at all from Abala here either. Which is making my Kion pretty much useless. Alright, there we go. So that's a good plus right there. We got rid of Almond, which means these heals should start dropping off. Obviously, they're still going to have a little bit of, you know, self-lifesteal, things like that, but it's at least a good start. So we just got Kion down to 0. He threw his shield on, and he also got his active filled up. So, bam, got rid of him. Yeah, we got this now. Yeah, Abala is super annoying. I mean, especially when they put him in the back, too. I have found times if I have another hero that, you know, has a really good attack to it. Like, so, I mean, my Kion, he's just stacked up so much on it. But my other account where he's at 20 stars on the R1. But I don't have level 3 legendary gear and, you know, level 40 engraving on him. So I can sometimes throw another hero out there like a Fleta or Amelia. They'll kind of sidetrack Abala. Focus on him for at least the first couple of rounds until Kion starts building up his strength. And I can at least get a freebie on him. On the other note, if Abala is up in the front, he will get that first provoke out on Kion. And then once he uses his first active and he's rebuilding it, then I usually have Lilith is able enough to grab the rest of it there. Could you show your Lilith? Sure. So here we are right here. Nothing spectacular. It's the other account here. We'll just go click on it real quick. The other account, my pay to win one, server 147 here. That's going to be the one we're maxed out on. Full engraving. That's where I'm investing the gear on it there. So you can see there, 2167, engraving maxed out on it. And this one, I'm just using this artifact. Every time an ally dies, crit damage increases up 13%. So pretty decent. And that one too, we are running potential. So start of each round, 40% chance for more energy, which, as we know, is very helpful for Lilith. Let me just grab these guys here real quick. Well, I haven't even gotten anything from the event reward. We might have to pop back over here to that one in a second, but one account at a time, right? Free to play. So yeah, I really want to invest more engraving onto Lilith, but as you can see here, we're getting more and more heroes that have the engraving on it. And, you know, where I want to unlock those engraving skills to really make things a little bit more versatile, it can be tough. You're just sitting here. You just want a little... Oh, did I just throw something on you? I guess I did. So that's a staff. Almon's got good. Benzel, we all read on him. Alright, so she's the next one to go through. So I am getting a point where, like, you know, I'm getting tons of red gear. What I'm not getting a ton of is those Abyssal Embers. That's something I definitely need. And I don't really want to start buying them from the shop either. Let me just collect my advance. Just to show you, advance, all I'm really doing on this, I'm not even like moving people around at this point. I just pretty much go in, and the second this thing starts, I just start spamming that forward button on it. Just to kind of go, and I'll get to a point, maybe at most I've gotten up to like level 75 on it. But I'm not really trying too hard on these because some of these people in here are just so freaking overpowered. So let me just smash this one more time here. We'll see if we can get... There's an X. There's a circle. And defeat on that. So, yeah, not really too focused or concerned. Although, exchange, 62,000. Okay. And we did grab a Benzel there. Let me just double check here. Okay, we can take Benzel up a level. So that's nice. Other heroes that I can take up. So everybody's been saying Adora, you know, everybody seems to like her. We are sitting on a whole bunch of Adoras right now. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually, yeah, we could go and take Adora up a level here. Let's just do that real quick. Take her up a couple of stars. I still need enough to take her to that 11 there. But I would like to make a video and at least showcase, you know, her engraving skill on that. So once again, as much as I like to go and get engraving, you know, for Lilith up to 40, I do got to get some of these other heroes for video-wise. Yeah, there is a lot of them in their voice that are kind of, you know, annoying engravings in there, which I don't know if they did that purposely because, you know, they're like, oh, you know, Rochelle's pretty overpowered. Let's just kind of, you know, make this weak to balance it out. Not really certain. Hey, what's going on, Rahul? Rahul Sharma, what's up, bud? I don't know if I said hi to you already. I just popped and saw you. Wow. Hey, Fat Monk, I appreciate it. We just got the beard all trimmed up today. Got the haircut on the sides. Because of the positioning of the light, I don't want to take the hat off and blind everybody out. FazeCast knows all about that. Good to see you, but I was actually, I was wondering about you, Faze, and what your plans are for the 2024. Curious to know what your goals are for the whole YouTube thing and so on. I know I've mentioned mine a bunch of time on the stream here. Where are we? Let me click on these guys. So we're streaming a lot more. That's one big thing. We opened up an LLC, so now the iPICKmyBUTT channel is under iPICKmyBUTT. What is it? iPICKmyBUTT Industries. Kind of stole it from Iron Man, Stark Industries. So that is what I'm running the business now through. Oh, we still got one more here. Don't want to click on anything I'm not supposed to. Get that. Get her. And they put this dumb little heart in the way. My goals are to make an only strands. Is that what's supposed to be? An OnlyFans of your feet? Let me throw some garbage in here. My goals are to make and stream my feet. Hey, thanks, bud. Yeah, it's legal stuff is real freaking annoying to do. So I live in New York State, and probably the most obnoxious thing that I have to do for this business is I now have to post in the newspaper, 2 newspapers, for 6 weeks straight. One newspaper has to be posted every single week saying that I started my business, and then the other one has to be every single day. I have to have a publication in there saying that I have my business. So kind of stupid, kind of annoying. Like, really, people need to know that a YouTuber opened up a business for 6 weeks. But in order to make everything official, apply with the state, that's kind of what I got to do. So there we are, 10 stars here. And now we just need to wait to get some more burner copies of that, and we'll be able to get her to 11 stars. So Soul Link, we just hit 31. Let's just go and see. Do we not have a Zeke in here? No Zeke yet, so we're pretty filled up. Getting closer. And back over the arena. So yeah, so those are my goals there. So it's just what New York State requires. So a lot of people said that when they were going, like, you go on these online forums, like, oh, you know, don't use the online stuff to create your business. Just fill all the paperwork out yourself. You know, go down to your county office. And I'm not smart enough for legal documents. So I had to apply for an LLC. I had to apply for what they call an EIN, which is like a IRS tax number. So in other words, it's like instead of giving my social security number on my W-2 paperwork, I give that EIN number. So there was that. I had to make like articles of business, you know, what my plans are for my business. Another publication for, you know, these are the owners of the business. Then there's ones that I had to go and give to the bank to say, hey, I've opened up a business. I need to apply for a card. This is the form for that. So it's been a little bit tough for somebody that's not really big on legal stuff. But once I got all that stuff back, then I was able to go to the bank, open up a checking account, open up a savings account, get a company credit card. And right now I'm in the process of just making sure that all my taxes and stuff, all my income from YouTube and sponsors versus my deductibles are all going into a spreadsheet. So a lot of the stuff people don't really think about when you're, you know, you do this YouTube crap that you got to claim taxes, file taxes. It's nice to get money from doing this, but at the same time, it's a pain in the ass to have to go and do all that tax crap. Yeah, and then because of New York State's so great, they had another thing where they said, oh, beginning of 2024, you have to do this benefits ownership report, which is just another $50 to say that you have an LLC. So that's another file I'm waiting to get to. And that's just a way to prevent people from money laundering. There's a lot of businesses out there that just open up LLCs so they can show money being spent, money being, you know, used away on stuff. So New York really wants to crack down and say, hey, you know, are you an actual business or are you somebody doing shady stuff? Once I'm done with that, I'm hoping we're all good with this. Phase Cast, by the way, you need to grow a beard too. I'm calling it out right now. We need to get a beard on you. So might as well do it. And then I'm sure everybody else will follow once you grab one. So I don't care how patchy it is. I at least want to see a little facial hair growing out of there. So that was pretty good. We are currently sitting 25. So let's see if we can find some more people to rank up on. I don't remember if we beat Ernie earlier. Or even Lotus here. Ooh, okay, so Lotus has the Abala up front. We're going to swipe people on the side. So Babu will take the hits from Kion. And it doesn't matter if you can grow it like me there, FaZe. It's just the fact of growing it. That's all. We'll take some Elmer's glue and glue some cotton to your face if we need to. Yeah, it's and probably out of all the countries their voice, or all the states inside the United States, New York is one of the most like stingiest. I mean, we've got the highest taxes out here too. Pretty much all of New York State is paying for New York City and all the stuff they do there. Other than New York, probably the next one that's like really kind of a pain to live in is going to be California. California is very earth friendly, so they hit people all the time with loud exhaust is one of the big things you always hear. Like Lamborghinis constantly getting tickets in there, even though it's not modified. They just like to throw tickets out. So, but yeah, I think New York has it the worst for the highest taxes. So we dropped Lotus on it. That got us 6 up. So I'm going to keep her in the back of my mind. That Lotus is a good one to go up against. If Lotus is a he, she. We're not going to be going and doing anything against the number 1 player here, which is just god-awful right now. There's the mom calling me. We'll hang up on her. Usually I answer the phone from my mom and talk to her on stream. But I'll give her a call back later on. Your Lambo is ticketed? Which one? Was it the Huracan or was it the Murcielago? Oh, man. Did you really have a Lambo there, Face? I know you mentioned you had another channel at another point, so I really wouldn't put it past you if you did have a Lambo. Let's go against... Let's do Boo here. I'm going to move my Cayenne over so I don't get hung up on that shield from... or the invincibility from... What's his name there? Rochelle. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's I only was in Los Angeles for maybe 10-20 minutes or so. So I flew from New York to Chicago, Chicago to Los Angeles, and then Los Angeles to Hawaii. And I had about 20 minutes, but we were so delayed on our flights, I didn't really get to spend too much time. Toyota RAV4 with a Lamborghini emblem on it, right? So, hey, RAV4s are nice, man. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind having one. I've got a Honda Accord right now. But it is fully loaded. I pay out the crap for it. I did not want a fully loaded Honda Accord. But it does have the 2.0 turbo sports mode. It just so happened when we had a Kia Sorento, which if everybody knows those Kias were getting stolen all over the place. Luckily, my Kia didn't get stolen. But I was at a buddy's house. We were playing euchre late at night. I go to leave, and none of my lights are working. It's mainly my wife's car. I drive a work vehicle. But I left, and I had to follow a tractor trailer all the way home for like a 30-minute drive because none of my lights were working. So I went out the next day. I was like, I need to get a new one. We went to the dealerships, and at the time, I mean, this is like a year and a half ago. You go to the dealership, and they have like 6 new cars. Now, the car we were going to go for, my wife wanted a CRV, which is like an SUV, and they were $30,000 for something that had 30,000 miles on it. Luckily, so the salesman had said to us that somebody bought a fully loaded Honda Accord, and then they didn't want all the bells and whistles, so this thing was just sitting there at, $35,000, $36,000 for it. Which, by the way, that was what the sticker price was on the car. Somehow I still ended up spending $46,000 on a car, which way more than I want to, but we needed a car. They had us in a situation, so it is nice. I can hear the turbo go off when I'm gunning it and going down the street to grab coffee, but that's about the extent of me getting to drive it. And I do drive like a jerk when I'm in it because it has the turbo, and I literally get to drive it maybe once or twice a weekend for 5 minutes. So I am that old jerk that goes speeding around town like a 20-year-old kid. Acting like I'm cool, by the way. Oh, so there goes the Elgato for some reason. The battery had died on that. Could have sworn I had that thing all charged up. Let's go here. We'll throw Logitech on. So that was something else. We've been streaming for 40 minutes already. Okay, so I guess that's about the life on it. So don't mind the sun spot that you see up in the corner there. Let me just turn this guy off. So when I started doing this YouTube stuff and everything else, I never thought that a majority of my money would go just into lighting itself. So you can see there the spot. If I'm not in the right position on it, we get that nice little halo back there. So let me try to drag back. We'll pull the mic in, find that sweet spot on it. Boy, my head really just got kind of tiny like a freaking elf there for a second. But yeah, so I've got all these lights around now. My camera I just got, it was $900. Found out that after I got it that I needed to have a 4K cam length. There's another $100. So $1,000 just to get a halfway decent quality picture. You can't hear it for some reason? Hang on here. You can't keep it plugged. So that's the thing right now. Let me know if you can hear me now on it too. I'll go and... but yeah, so I got... I have it plugged in. I had the battery charged on it. But it was one of those things where it drains so fast. It's just a regular camera battery. So I was waiting for my company credit card or company account card to come through so I could buy it. So I just had to spend $100 extra to get a wall charger that plugs into the battery spot on the camera. So we don't have to switch over to the Logitech Brio. I hate it when that happens. So I have the Sony Bluetooth headphones, or, actual, not like the plug-in earbuds, but nice quality headphones there. And if I have my computer on and my phone at the same time, it keeps on toggling back and forth on it. Retry on there. That looks okay for this. But yeah, so I just spent $100 to get a thing to just make sure my camera stays on, because the ring light here, which was giving me the reflection in my glasses, I figure I'd go the phase cast route, and I got 2 soft boxes, and then I just got that boom arm because the light that I have up over here, which is making all that glare, is like pushed up right against on my computer screen. And just kind of show you guys, I'm sure you're probably wondering what it looks like in here. Here is the computer desk. There is the camera. There is the monitor. There's some sound curtains. There's a whole nother green screen right over there on the wall in case I need that. And there's my obsession of what I've been wasting money on for Naruto cards that like a 14-year-old boy. And then there's the $3,000 gaming computer that I was only using like once or twice a year, which is another reason why we're streaming right now, so I don't feel like I wasted money getting that thing. But yeah, so a lot of just nonsense stuff that you have to go and spend money on. I saw somebody else pop in here. Tank Sauce. What's going on, man? Hey, no problem, man. Glad that you're enjoying them. And yeah, thanks for checking them out, man. So, and that's what I just showed you right there was voice sets is not the Logitech 920 that a lot of people use, the clip-on one. That is the Logitech Brio, which was like, you spend an extra $40, you get the 4K on it. But yeah, it's, I mean, honestly, for $100 camera, this really isn't that bad. And I probably would have kept on using that. One of the sponsors I make video for is they wanted better images for the thumbnail. So that's the only reason why I really went out and got the Sony ZV-10, which, by the way, I absolutely do love, besides the battery dying after 40 minutes. But that'll be resolved by Thursday there. At least that's when Amazon sends it. Said everything's being sent. As Facecast knows, the quality eWin Racing. Use code PICK. Use Facecast. What's your code for your eWin Racing? Is it just Cast? Is it Phase? Would they pick you for it on it there? Which I think it's probably been close to a year. They're probably gonna try to send me a third chair pretty soon. And I got the one chair here. You see the other chair sitting. There's my $100 rug from Home Depot. There's the orange eWin Racing. So I don't know where I'm gonna put a third eWin Racing chair, but I absolutely love them. I think they're nice chairs. So, like, whenever they hit me up and say, hey, give you a chair, can you make a video on it? I'm like, Yeah, I could use another chair. Why not? Think it's just phase cast? Yeah, I don't think they wanted to put butt down on mine at all. I probably should make another, you know, video or post something on it so they at least have a little bit there to kind of say like, oh yeah, he's still relevant. Where am I on? No, that's the other camera. See if I get some of this fade out of here. No, that's gonna be. Oh, I'm clicking things. I shouldn't be messing with this stuff. I want to get that light out of the top corner there. And if I go to transform, edit transform. Let's just see if I can chop this top a little bit because that's bugging me. 100. Oh, no, that's not even the right one. Shoot. I'm such an old person with this stuff, so let me set that back. Set you to 0. Logitech. Another win. Edit transform. So we'll switch to something else here in a second because it's already 10 battles on that. Where are we? So a lot of times I just get so lazy on this that I would click this, which obviously having Kai on right there is not a good thing. I have all these heroes. I'm going to leave Babu over on my left-hand side. I still am going to leave Kyan in line with the other Kyan so I can hopefully hit that Almond and hit that Milia in the back. And let's see here. 100. Is that too much? 90? Whoa, where'd I go? 85? 85 looks a little better. Alright. That at least gets rid of that. Hey, thanks, bud. What movie are you going to watch there? Anything good? Pro Gamer Chairs is right. Yeah, I probably should spend some time and watch a movie with the wife later on, but she's a little bit under the weather right now, so I don't want to really get close to her. Just got done being sick, and I don't know if she had the same cough and everything that I had. Sounds like she has something different. What is going on with the focus here? Focus. Oh well. You'll just have to see me a little blurry on things. You're saying as far as for playing the game there, voice, like using BlueStacks on it? It's, I know they have the newer BlueStacks on it. I've never really been big on BlueStacks besides having to use it for work. I kind of like having the phone, personally, but that's just me. I know a lot of people, too, will use tablets. I've never really been a tablet person. But I know when I was doing the Uno stuff and people were playing on that, there's like different layouts. It looks a little bit different. So I might even have to go and just get an iPad at some point, too. But I don't know how well it works with... I haven't used the Habby login account thing like they had for a minute there. It first came out, I linked my account to it, and every time I log in, it doesn't really look like I'm logged into it. Oh no! Can we get it with Babu and Lilith? Oh no. Oh no. No, we're not going to win this one now. Dead. Where are we ranked though? Let's see. So we're ranked number 12. So I mean, we're sitting pretty high on it. I probably could go. Let me just actually check that Habby thing real quick. So account. Yeah, it doesn't show me connected at all. I connected it, reconnected it, and it dropped out. So usually those things take a little work. I want to just see if I can get back up into top 10 here. So I think I saw somebody just a second ago sitting at 7. Okay, so we got Lotus. We know we can beat that one. Let's swap that out. I don't know about you guys, but like if you find somebody that works, somebody that you can beat that's like at a higher rank than you, like during those events for, was it Honor of Arena? I think that one has it. But I'll just spam the same person. Like I'll search through and I'll attack them 10 times in a row and just watch them drop like 20 ranks on it just because I know I can beat them and they're a higher level. PC using LD Player 9. Okay, I'll have to check that out, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, but BlueStacks was like kind of like one of the ones like everybody's like, oh, I gotta do BlueStacks, but I was never really too crazy about it. Now the thing is when you do attack the same player every now and then, like it almost seems like they get a little bit stronger. Like I'll have it where I'll beat them like 3 or 4 times, and all of a sudden they defeat me. I'll beat them twice more, and then I lose to them 2 times in a row. Bam, gotcha. There's 11. Can we get one more, Platt? You know, that's probably what we probably should do is at least push to get to Masters to get the chest out of it. And nobody. There's Lotus again. Let's crush him one more time. And watch, this will be the one I lose to, like I was just saying. I haven't really been paying attention to the Twitch side at all. I probably should get some new monitors, make things a little bit more fitting to how things are. Because like I said, if you watch a stream from the other day, the monitor I have over here is like a monitor from like 1997. It's turned on its side. And then the other one was somebody that my coworker gave me. So I'm a cheap person. You know, if I can get something for free and just make it work, it seems a lot better. So let me rephrase that. I'm cheap to the point where I will not go and spend $100 on a monitor, but I will go and grab a monitor that somebody gives me and then spend $70 on different connectors to get it to go from the computer screen over to my desktop. But then he becomes stronger and uses revenge and you suddenly drop it. Yeah, it's typically the case. There we are, rank 10, so top 10. I'm going to call it a win here on that. So still, that's only... I think we had our free goes on that. That was 13 times. And what else? We got summons. Summons. Acquire 15 epic heroes. 6 later dark. Can we get any more later dark heroes? Let's just check that real quick. Oh, who hit a new high here? Where are they at? Stage 38-60 is the highest in my server, which is GL5 right now. And that goes up to 4560 is the last one. Shop, what do we got? We're bought out on those. I probably should grab some blues here because we just purchased or used up the rest on Adora there. At least get those things filled up, and that'll give us some of the rare hero ones. I really don't use it for Olga at all as far as saving the 1500 on the free-to-play one, or on the pay-to-win one. Olga is one of my top 5, so I'm pushing Olga pretty strong on that. Cause Schwizzle, what's going on? Yeah, you too, man. Hope you're doing good. Can you change servers without penalty? Yeah, all you got to really do is you go up here to this, you know, where it says change server, and... you know, if I wanted to, I could go and click on a brand new one here inside the global. 288's the newest one. I'll start off fresh, brand new. You don't have anything from the other one. But then when you want to, you can just go and just switch over to the other server, and you're good to go on it. So it's kind of just a way to, you know, if you're sick of the one that you're playing, you're stuck, and or you want to play some more, you can go and switch back and forth between the other one. So let me just check the event on this one because we still have cave hunting. We're at 75,000. We'll get 2 Selenas. We'll get a Zagraco. And let's just see how we're doing on fusing over here. So this will take, look at that, 11 stars. First Selena, that's kind of be a huge game changer on me on this one because Selena is going to get the engraving. Where are you, Selena? There is, upon death, resurrect 1 random fallen ally with 50% of their HP and 50 energy. This is a huge day right here for anybody that likes Selena. Like this is an OP spot to be in when you get this thing and finally unlock this stat. So I might have to switch up my Adelia that I'm playing on here, which might make an even harder push. One random ally with 50% of their HP and 50 energy. 60 HP, 70 energy. 60 HP and 100 energy, and then 70. So I don't know if I'm going to push that further on that. This one, I think I was kind of going and shoving Kai on some levels. But there you can see right there, there's Olga sitting and shop. Let's just grab some more garbage here while I'm in here. We'll wait on that. Cayenne I'm filled up on. Lilith we're getting close on. Sanctum nothing. Guild shop we're going to have to go and grab a Rochelle there. And Star Shard, that's not going to be anything anytime soon. So get you. We got a fragment. Something good. No. I mean, it's not terrible, but just see what we got here for missions. Already stacking them in. So yeah, once I get done doing my daily stuff on the other account, the free-to-play one, I then got to make my way over to this one here, which, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it can be very exhausting. Like when you got to go and you've been saving up all these arena tokens and you're sitting on 50 of them, and then it's like, oh man, I got to sit here for an hour and a half just hitting the arena button. So that's where I'll usually do that, watch a movie in the background and kind of push those things. Axel, what's going on? Let's go! Let's go! All right, chatting here. So we need to enhance the rune, challenge tower. So we were pushing the tower the other day. We still got plenty more to do on that. 446. I mean, I guess we could still say that pushing the tower technically is going and working the carnival, because this is going to give me fragments on it. It's going to give me diamonds, and it's also going to be summoning stones. So all ways that I can kind of go through and just continue to get some of these missions done. What is going on? Music here. Very Important Pineapple by Scuba Dive. Let's go to the next one. Post Clarity by Hasten. This guy makes good music, or this person, I should say. We gonna get him? Come on, Lilith, do your magic. Shut them all down. Oh, maybe not. Is that Taro's there? Oh, no. Yeah, I think I was starting to have to switch people around on this. So, tell you what, we're going to go... I'm going to leave Carmen in there, or they got a Carmen, so I'm going to leave Almond in. Let's go and test out that Benzel at 13 stars here. See what you can do on it. See if that'll drop the Carmen's. What really annoys me about Carmen is she gets that whole thing of you go and you knock her down to 0 health and she gets the shield, which is super annoying with my Kion when he gets the hit on her. So at least with having this Benzel here, that might be enough to, at least drop the shield right when we go and knock her down. And at the same time, too, also maybe just drain that last remaining health out of it. But Benzel for damage... He's holding up pretty good. There's a lot of times I was running this and I was just watching the number. Now, obviously, he's doing a little bit of damage to all 5. But it's pretty solid, That's a good number to see on the screen right there. Lilith ain't doing much, though, but that's just because we got one hero up in the front. Once we go and get that back row, she'll probably just stack a whole bunch in, if we don't drop all 3 of them beforehand. So that's not going to do it either. So actually when I was playing my chapter, trying to get to chapter 31, I barely ever pull my Lilith out. And I had to pull my Lilith out to... The last one was 2 Zagracos up front. There was... it was either Adina or Fleta as the boss. But there was that, there was a Carmen, and then there was a Void out there. And I just had to... I had to drop one of them. I had to drop Lilith. I tried everything, and that was the way to get it to go. Do we go Zeg on it? Let's try Zeg here. You know, I wasn't really paying attention to see how much... Actually, let me retry this. Let's throw Benzo back out here. Let's split these guys up a little bit. Because I'm sure that Lagoo is probably doing a good amount of stun on me. And that could really screw things up. You get Lagoo stunning Kion. Could definitely shut down and make things difficult. But that healing one is hurting me. Come on, Babu, get a hit in. Heal back up. No! Alright, scratch that. So that wasn't a good way to go. So let me go and... I'm going to drop Benzel. I'm going to go and throw our Zeg over there. We'll throw Babu over here. And we'll see if we can get away with having just kind of the... What's it called? The revise from Zeg out there to keep things going. Should I buy more hero spaces to try to upgrade things I don't use? I wouldn't really worry about buying them. I'd more just, if you can, push them to chapters. I mean, you get one every chapter. Really, I don't know, what chapter are you on right now, Voice? It's, I think that's kind of the deciding factor of it. Like, you could go, I'm going to say try to get your VIP level up a little bit. That's always one way to get a couple free slots. But for me, I'd say instead of buying more spaces, I would just unequip, wait the hour. 31:17, damn. Yeah, unequip, wait the hour, spend the 100 in gems, and just fill them in that way. That's what I did at first. I wouldn't really go and, you know, try to spend, I mean, what is this, 1,000 for unlocking more slots? Yeah, 1,900 at this point. So that's kind of, I don't know, it's hit or miss. I'd stay away from it personally, but it's really personal preference. So that wasn't going good inside the actual tower there. Maybe we try going in an ancestral tomb and getting some shards this way. So human is going to give them. Let's see what we can do in human. And before I do that, let's just go through. Unequip all. Unequip all. Equip all. Unequip all. And I don't want more than 2 tanks, although we might need another healer. And we might need another ADC style. So maybe Sanders here? Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can do Ancestral. Get some more wins on this. 152. I'm not certain the last time I played this. I mean, we also do have, what's her name there now? Adora. So we're pretty equipped there for Rochelle. Milia we're equipped on. Do I want to have... Ken wasn't really putting up big numbers on me. Let me drop these two. Let's try our top 5. Adina can be pretty freaking annoying. But I almost think I might like to have a healer. Yeah, let's do that. Let's drop Adelia, or let's drop Adina and put it in Odelia. Now for formation, we want to get the crit out of Milia there. And, oof, but we got a Ken out there too, so. Let's go and... Let's do like this. Let's see if that formation works for us. Yeah, I mean, you're saying, so the storage space for the heroes, right? Like, I'm not certain what you mean. Like, which storage space are you saying? Are you talking about more hero slots inside the Soul Link? Soul, only soul to collect, and Benzel. It's a way to do it there, Alex. You have more than you need to for the soul slots? Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm pretty good. Schwizzo, can you change servers manually? So your progress is server locked. Yeah, so it's unfortunately, I mean, it'd be nice if you could go and take everything that you built up so far over to a fresh one, but yeah, it's starting over fresh. We get them. I mean, we're all 5 alive, so that should be good enough here. Gotta get to the every 10 levels. I think we get 5 of those fragments out of it. There's one. I think I actually needed one more to get it to 10. I like them 10 pulls. Although that's complete garbage right there. That was a waste. I really don't want to use all those gems until the last day on it. And even still, I'll probably only burn it down maybe to like 5,000 gems so I can at least have something for the next event. 153 formation here. We got a Calyx there. We'll keep it the same. He's going to go and hit Olga. I don't know if this is going to be enough heal for the poison. So, all right, you're going to target Milia. We got a Dex out there, which is getting a good amount of energy over to Calyx. I think we might be okay here. We'll see. Yeah, I really am looking forward to getting that extra battery pack, though, for the camera. That's like, I got a nice expensive camera, and 40 minutes just kind of a bummer. Awesome taster. That's a big day. Were you sticker shocked when you saw the 40,000 soul link stones or soul stones that you need to upgrade it? I mean, the first one's going to be 40,000 soul stones, but I think it drops down to like 5 or 10,000 afterwards. But yeah, you don't really quite realize how important soul stones are until you get your perfect link. Yeah, what's that, Alex? We just got the Selena and the other one. So Odelia and Selena just kind of working. Let's hear it. So spread the secret there. I'm intrigued. I'm curious to know. Another Odelia. That's going to go target Milia again. So really, Milia's the damage dealer here. But we do have that puppet effect. And I will say, I do like the idea that they added the little blue bar for the shields. I think that's kind of a nice way. Because for the longest time, I was attacking our heroes, and it's like, oh, you know, did I do any damage? You know, what's going on? So it's nice to know how much of that shield they have left. Not that you could really make any changes or do anything different. You have 40,000, man. 40,000 of those soul stones. But believe me, you got some events. Grab as many as you can, and that's it. Yeah, revive is nice on it. I mean, I wish that Odelia's was a little bit, you know, longer than, you know, round 4. Which I don't remember. I think, does it stretch out longer as we get the engraving up? I'll have to take a look at that in a second. Dimension Ref for this one, free to play, I'm at level 9. And for the pay to win one, I'm at level 10. So we can even actually give it a run on it. I'm no expert at it yet. But we're not sticking to the title of the video here, but that's okay. We'll see how well we can do. We got a couple hours here. So that's what I typically do is I just do the auto select. I got one. Oh, hang on here. Oof. Before we do that, that was almost very bad. Unequip all. Leave you on. Unequip all. Yeah, where are you here? Unequip all. I gotta throw that gear back on. Yeah, that would have been like going into the first round and getting a complete beating and not even realizing what was happening. Got Zeg, Benzel, Sol, Fleta. Almond, get some on you. Throw some back on her. And at least if we have gear on them, they'll get the level of like level 55 or whatever it is. So I think that's everybody that we had there. Just claim them all on that. If we gain more books, we can. Some extra HP, that'll help. So now we go in, we enter. I'll do my auto select, and I'll just kind of count out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 6 tanks right here. I'm not crazy about Harfa, even though he does have the revive, so we'll probably switch him out for Abala. And I always forget this guy's name, too. But we'll probably throw Rochelle in on that. As far as damage dealers, we have Lilith, we have Milia, and I'm going to drop Soul out. We'll go and throw Sanders in. And who else do I like? So we got our Lulu, we got Alma, we got Benzel. Get rid of you, and we will throw... Oh, Selena is a nice one to have. So let's see here. We got 1 hero healer, 2 healer. Let's actually drop... let's see. 1 healer, 2 healer. Let's drop Carmen and go Delia. I think that's fair. Yeah, 10 is a pain, and I haven't even reached at this point. I'll probably get to maybe stage 5 or 6 on this here, and then we'll probably drop out. Depending on what we get here for having our skills. I would throw Almond in, but we do have Milia. She's going to pretty much drop him right away. So I don't want to... Let's drop Lilith back. Throw you over here. And let's see. Hopefully she'll go for Zag on it and not go for Lulu. Alright. Remove all the buffs from the enemy. I'm not worried about that yet. 50% damage reduction for 1 turn. Allies in the front. We'll go that and we'll grab that energy increase by 50 for the next round. Oof. That hurt. Oh. Do I have... I'm going to remove all the effects from the enemy. And let's just hit this again here until that... You know what? Actually, I'm going to heal up. Try to get a little bit of health behind Lilith there, but... I don't think... Okay, sweet. I was going to say, I thought that Milia was going to get them anyways, but luckily for us, Zay got the stun in there. Make the energy of all enemies a 0. That seems like the best way to go here. Seeing how 2 of them are sitting at full energy. Now we'll go for the energy plus 50 on this. But Lilith, frozen right away. But bam. There's stage 1. What we got going in here. We will go move our Kion over there. We'll drop Zeg, and we'll throw Almond out there to deal with that soul. So we'll go for the attack plus 50%. I think that'll give it to Kion. Yep. Although I wish they would have some sort of indication on there to say, hey, you know, he just got the attack buff on it. But for a reason, they don't seem to throw it. No. All right, let's pause this. Because if I'm going to lose my Lulu on there, we'll just go and let's try a Benzel out there. Throw him in. And this is always going to stay the same too there. If you ever do restart, it's always going to be the same skills in order. But yeah, it's not worth losing Lulu this early in a fight just because I have them equipped. Ugh. Benzel too. Alright. They're getting zagged. Dropping you out. Zag's going in. Which always is pretty reliable. I mean, unless you have it where Zeg ends up dying and is sitting there dead at the end of the round. Thank God she filled back up. That was pretty close on that one. We go different music on that. Pump Up the Bassline by Ballpoint. I like having music on in the background. Ooh, do we have a... Okay, we got 4 there. Damage reduction buff for 1/3 of the allies in the front row. That seems like a good way to go. And the ally with the lowest HP, it's going to be Alman. Just make sure he stays alive. Remove all the buffs from the enemy. We got some shields out there. And 2 of them are sitting pretty high. So let's go and just get rid of the shield. The ally with the lowest HP will be invincible. Go for that one again. And give her a run. Yeah, it always really is. Yeah, always the same. By the way, I saw your first video about this game, and I started step by step from your advices, and now I started mine. You're further than me already, Iguano. I just got to 31 this morning. Yeah, I mean, which is kind of nice, though, voice. I mean, you can kind of plan out, like, okay, I know I'm going to get that. It helps with the strategy a little bit. I'm going to go for a shield on this one. Can we get him? Can we drop somebody? We're around 4 already. There we go. I love seeing an enemy Selena die. Don't really need the lifesteal. That deals 30% of the old HP. That really doesn't seem to do a lot. Imagine if I go for the freeze here. It's probably going to have a CC resist on it. Let's try it. Okay, we got him. That's probably the most annoying part when I'm playing this Rift here, is you go and you do that one, you know, freeze or stun an enemy, and you cast the, waste your 3 energy, and you see the thing, oh, CC resist. It's like, oh, come on. That was just 3 energy I wasted. And the lifesteal is not going to help Alman. I really want to have that. Now let's just go dodge on it. Can we drop them before they drop us? Yep. Sweet. Next one. Who we got? Oof. It's a Taros and an Oleon. And we got 2 Sanders out there. Oof. So we'll try to grab some shields. I'm going to drop Zeg. We'll hug these guys close. And let's try throwing Lulu back out there. And just to be... create a shield. That seems like the best way to go. Ooh, we got that allies attack first. That's a nice one to get. Do I have remove all the buffs? I'd really like to have a... Yeah, you know, let's remove all the buffs. Let's get rid of those heals from Alman. Damage reduction, we'll grab that. Look at Babu just tanking there. Come on, get him, Kion. Wham. I know the second I drop that freaking Sanders in the back, though, he's going to freaking hit hard on me. So all enemies, all allies, attack before. I kind of want to wait till that invincibility one goes away. So let's do the damage attack decrease. And I'm going to keep that buff one around for our turn. We'll just see what pops up, because I'm only seeing that. That's actually a good idea, because then we can get rid of that healing on it. We got shields. Let's get rid of that. And let's see what we can get out of Lilith here. With this, our heroes attack first. Awesome, Hector. How do you like it so far? It's one of those things where you'll... First thing I could say to you is just get used to knowing the hero skills that you're playing with and the heroes you're going up against. And then obviously, let's see here. I'm going to recover all just so those Sanders don't hit me hard. A lot of it's just kind of learning like formations of where to put your hero to know like, okay, this guy's going to hit in this direction. These skills are going to attack this, and just really positioning to kind of know what the best layout is. So, let's do the dodge one here, just in case he does hit hard. And I mean, I think we're full on health, but it doesn't really matter too much at this point. Got him. Got him. Yeah, I mean, it's just right now, just keep on trying to level up as much as you can. Keep on testing things out, move heroes around, switch them out, learn them out, and then try to get that. Ooh, excuse me. Get your soul link levels up. We're burping all over. Anyone know a good Sanders counter? I know damage over time kills him after going invisible, but he also removes damage over time. I find best, Tom, is if you can get shields out there. So as we just threw some shields on, yeah, throwing shields on like a Rochelle, that's one way to counter it. If you're able to kill him early enough where he's not going to be, you know, pulling, what is it here? We'll hold down on Sanders here. Upon removing a debuff, gain 20 energy for each debuff removed ally when using an active skill. So if you can kind of get them out of the way early, or, you know, not use heroes that are going to debuff the enemy, that's kind of another way to get around it too. But Sanders is just going to be a pain. That's I don't think there's any really good way around it, at least from my standpoint, in my experience. So I'm going to swipe over Kion here to the left just so we can get that 3 in a row. And let's just make sure Almon's in position otherwise too. Increase energy of allies by 50% just to get that Lilith there. Get her smacking them freaking Harfas in the front. Darn you, Selena. Remove all the buffs. None of that. Increase the lifesteal. I mean, I guess that's the way to go. Ooh, I really needed that release the CCs. So maybe I should have wasted the buff and then released the CC from Kion on it, but I don't think it's really a threat at this point. No buff effects, no CC effects. You know what? Kion still is under CC, but I think it's going to burn up this time. But let's just spend it. Send it. Okay, and will you get the crit out of it too? Might actually been a good move if we can get a hit out on him. Look at Lilith freaking go, man. Like at first, like I didn't really approach Lilith that strong. Like I knew a lot of people like, yeah, Lilith is strong. But once I started getting a bunch of her and I started just watching her wipe out teams, I mean, you could say the same thing about Milia. You know, you see Milia just clear out a whole team of 5. You're like, oh my gosh. But I do like Lilith better. Let's remove all these buffs now. And let's do the dodge increase. We'll grab those a go. Secret Sanctums. So I'm one when I'm trying to climb in it there. I always go for the ones that have the fountain, so I can go and try to revive myself. I wouldn't really focus too much on chasing after the runes. It's also good at times too, as much as they can be difficult to go after the ones where you have the boss levels. When you defeat the boss, you get an extra copy of that boss to use as a hero inside your team. So let's just do a crit strike on it here. So it might not be a bit... Oh, no. Okay, we got rid of those guys fast. So it might not look appetizing to go against a boss knowing that they're going to be hard, but it might be a good idea to go in and just kind of say, hey, let me try to, you know, get it knowing that I'm going to get a hero out of it that I can usually arm. Because they usually tend to be a little bit stronger than what you currently have in your army. What is up, Derek? Suhoo? It's good, man. Thanks for popping in. We're just trying to see how far we can get on this rift here right now, because that seems to be doing pretty good. So we have Oh, this is a Sorokin one. Sorokin's going to have... So this is going to need magic damage. I'm going to try to move my Kion over here in front of that Kion. I think I might drop Lulu on this one. And let's go and throw... Ooh, but she's got the 2 shields they're going to throw out on the enemy heroes. You know, let's just leave it the way it is. Benzel's not going to be able to drop those shields if they're not removable. Increase physical resistance. If I go and do a remove all the buff effects, even though they don't have the icons, let's see. Nothing on it there. So let me restart this. I don't want to waste that energy. Release all CC effects. Let's just give this a turn, let these points build up on it. My Lilith is a beast. I'm not going to brag too much about it, but she's a beast. Freaking killer. No, I'm glad you made it in. Yeah, Saturdays, I'm going to try to stream a little bit earlier. Obviously, we're going to try to stream a lot more. Come Thursday, we get the charger for the camera, so you'll be seeing all of this a little bit better than it is right now. So let's get rid of those heals, remove all the buff effects from the enemies. And damage reduction seems like a good way to go here. Well, I didn't think about Zeke there having the attack that's straight in a row. Let's go and do lifesteal on it, see if that helps. Get him, Kion. Get him, Lilith. Hit him hard. We're not under CC right now. 50% damage reduction is a way to go. And we'll just have to send it like this. Come on. I really want to get rid of that Kion. This might work good because we might be able to drop this Calyx. Well, I wanted Kion to go with Calyx, but at least we got rid of that one. Still no CC effects. Freeze one enemy. I'm going to try to go for the Sandstone here, the Sandstorm. At least got Zeke out. 4's a lot to spend on it, though. There goes Kion. Thank you. I say, watch him have a Might of Despair on. He comes right back in. I'm going to leave the 50% dodge increase until that Fury meter fills up, because I know that's going to hurt when that hits. Hopefully it doesn't get enough on this here right now. They are going to be dropping the Acta for the shields and healing the 2 heroes. Okay, so there's the Fury right there. And now we'll use that 50% dodge to hopefully negate that a little bit. And I think we go for the 50% defense decrease. Hopefully we might be able to drop them before they drop us. But I think the Sorokin's going to come out first and make the hit here. Yep, there it is. I actually really like this animation too. Oof. Yeah, that would have wiped out maybe 2 or 3 of us there if we didn't grab that dodge. Actually planned that one kind of nicely. So now we'll do the quick attack on it here. Get the attacks before, and hopefully between 3 of these attacks here, we're able to drop this Sorokin. I would have loved it if my Lulu went before my Lilith, though. Ooh, that Fury gauge is filled back up. And we're going to go for that 50% dodge again. And hopefully we stay alive. Hopefully no crits. Oh, man. They're just healing right back up, too. Oh, I really need the defense decrease. We really need to remove debuffs, but looks like we're going to have to go for the crit one here on it. Let's see if the crit's enough for it. Ooh, Kion is getting hurt. I need that Might of Despair to kick in, too. Oh, Fury gauge is filled back up. I'm going to have to do the recover all healing. Oof. I think we're going to lose some heroes here right now. Yep, there we go. Goodbye, Allman. But, I mean, we made it halfway without losing a hero, so that's not bad. Abala or Babu? I would probably go Abala, personally. The only reason why I really pushed Babu as far as I did was the game was just, it was friendly to me with giving me Babus. So, don't get me wrong. I love Babu. I love the fact that when somebody crits on him, he stuns them. It shuts down the Lilith a lot of time. But I think given for what you can use, especially with having the Abyss, I mean, Abala is a huge role inside the Abyss. So, for that matter, it makes more sense to go Abala than Babu. But don't get me wrong. My Babu is a beast. Oh, what are we gonna do here on this one? We need to swipe over on this. And we've got a Benzel out there. We got 2 Zags. Those Zags are gonna hurt. That Calyx is gonna hurt. And do I go no healer on this? Or let's pop our Rochelle out there. Let's just see what he can do in the meantime. Ooh, we got to go for the shield. This Lulu's going to get dropped by Milia here. I can just feel it. Yeah, there we go. So that didn't make any difference at all on that. Let's retry, and we're going to drop Milia. Let's throw a Benzel out there. Hopefully he doesn't drop as fast. I didn't see what I picked on the last one, but let's go with the shield on it. Yeah, I absolutely love the new Abala skin. And like I said, this one's a free-to-play one. I don't really feel right, even spending any money to purchase an Abala skin when we can buy it separately. Because I like to have that, first purchase reward thing show up on my home screen and you actually prove like, oh, yeah, he hasn't spent any money on this one. But I am definitely rocking it on the Arrow one. Apply 50% defense decrease debuff. Let's do that. Let's make him die a little faster. For 1 turn. So can I throw a second one on there? Let's do that. Get him, Lilith. Ooh, that Milia. Don't get my Lilith. Okay. Phew. What was I thinking throwing freaking Rochelle out there with the Benzel being on the AR team, though? I probably should have gone to Zag. I wasn't really thinking about that. I'm going to go for 30% for the healing. So get a little bit behind that because we are double stacked on some of these heroes for Benzel's acid. And let's see what happens. Get rid of that Milia. There goes Benzel. Oh no, there goes Lilith. So this might be as far as we're going to be getting on this stage here, because this really seems like I'm at the point right now where they're all back in, all 5 of them, and I'm dropping down, and watch, I'll just go throw 5 in again. This is about generally where I get on this account for this thing. So let's go and just throw some tanks out there. We'll get a healer out there. And there's a DPS. Let's throw a second DPS. And see what happens. But do I enjoy this mode? I think it's cool. I like the fact of the artifacts. I think they made it a little bit too hard. Given where I am everything else inside the game versus is where to beat this. I think with my current level of being at chapter 31, which, by the way, just today, having some maxed heroes, I really think I should be able to get some red gear inside here showing up. But once again, that's just my thought. So I do like it. I think they made it too hard. Let's do... I guess see what happens when we throw the lowest HP. Okay, so that's going to be Selena. That's a safe bet. And let's just give her a send here. See what happens. Yeah, I think they really did that on purpose for not being able to get the things. Like for the Cresco Onslaught for Kai and Annabella, I'm a big believer of throwing anything that has attack stats inside the game for Abala or whatever it is. So Abala, a lot of his skills are attack based. I'm a believer that I think he would work best with having attack an Onslaught rune. But starting off early, you know, put your Onslaughts and your damage dealer. Maybe go for a Rune of Life or a defense room and throw that on Abala in the meantime. Yeah, let's release a CC. Oh, that didn't even take it off of freaking Sanders there. Let's do the lifesteal, see if we can get him filled back up. Yep, that's not getting us very far there. So yeah, I think this is as far as we're getting right here. I mean, I could go the last four on this here, but given the last one there, it's I think this is our death on it. I think we all know where we pretty much stand off on this. We'll just select whatever because that's going to drop right out. And at this point, I mean, if I was like at stage 8 or 9 right now, I would probably go and spend the 1,000 on the feather, but I don't feel like I'm far enough and I haven't dropped enough of these guys here to even go and say, yeah, let me try it. Let me refresh all my heroes again because we're just getting our butt kicked right here. I think the big difference of the air account is having Lilith at max engraving is really what's making the difference. Which, speaking of so, let me actually pop over to that one. So this one we have a 14-star Lilith. Let me do my Abyss over there, because that needs to be done. And I have no idea how many torches I'm sitting on. I really haven't done too much with the event at all. Grab that one fragment from there. Do I have summons? Did I do that already? Oh, we got 28 summons. Let's just hit those real quick. What we got? Soul right there. Let's hit her again. We got select summons in there too. I love when I get 2 epics in a row. I always forget her name. What's her name again? The green girl that hits all 3 in the front. That's how I know her is by. I wouldn't really say there's any best deck there, Rato, because it all really depends on what you're going up against for enemy heroes. But, like, for me, for example, let me just see what I got for select summons here real quick. Oh, I didn't even see which one I was casting out of. I just clicked it. I myself like to go for Lilith, Kion, Lulu, and then Almond. I'm rolling Babu. A lot of our people go Rochelle on it. But Selena's a solid choice. Milia's a solid choice. Fleta's a solid choice. The game's going to be giving you different for everybody. Yeah, I would probably personally say maybe drop a Ruru, and I would personally probably throw a second tank in there. I'd love to fill that with, like, I don't know, maybe, even a Kion would be good. A Lagu would be good. Yeah, I'd probably go a second, more of like a damage dealer style strength class. So, let's see. I mean, even an Olga, that's a good way to kind of start off on it and at least get something good. But who else would I go? Yeah, I love my Babu. A lot of people love Anteros. That's always a solid choice to go if you get enough behind it. We claim all here. What were we doing? We were going to go shop. We're sold out on that. Just buy some extra torches here. We're sitting at about 20,000 gems, which is nice. Go to the Abyss. Save all these. These ones I saved up on, which is nice. Oh, hang on. Why did that not explore? Oh, hang on. Wrong button. Why did that not explore on all of them? That's weird. And let's just see how many I think we got a cave hunting. We still have some garbage to spend on this. So we can grab one of those. We can grab one of those. And then let's just grab 4 of these. Let's just see if we can level up our soul link real quick here. Get an extra torch out of it. Fragment, grab those. Oh, you just miss us playing some game and just grinding there, Rajo. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, just go back and watch the 2 hours. Nah, we're just grinding a bunch. We'll probably be going for about another 20 minutes, if anything. So if anybody's wondering how long this stream's gonna last, I've been streaming for an hour and 42 minutes. I think 2 hours is pretty fair on things. I did an hour and a half the other day. I do got to go in 5:43. I got to get game footage for a sponsored one and make a script on that and start working on that one all day tomorrow. So bang that, get that out of the way. Weekly missions, grab these. Oh, there's another 10. This game is very giving with soul stones or summoning stones inside it. Nothing good. At least give me some rares so I can get another Olga. Or actually, no, I don't want. I want the 3 stars. That's actually better. Can we get an Olga? Look at that. Let's grab her. So, like I said, I am rolling Olga on this one here. Goal to get her to 20 stars. And she is actually pretty decent for the most part. Ooh. Ooh, we can do a Zeg. Nice. Those are going to require a 3-star. Where is my blues and Olga? How many do we need? I'm sitting on a lot of heroes that I can upgrade on these things. So, you see, as far as all my burners, the reds might not have as many because I just got kind of 20 stars. My greens were not sitting on much, but you can see we got a lot of burners there just waiting to be used. All right, let's go and Soul Link. Oh, yeah, we can level up. Let's grab some greens. Let's just cash all these guys in. Ooh, is that a light or dark hero chest? Lilith, Lilith, Lilith. Bazam. Cash in. I think that's a rune chest right there. I'm really slacking on greens for this account because I've been pushing hard. It seems like I need to probably grind some chapters in order to get more greens. Alright, let's get Bazam here. I think we can go and fuse him. Oh, that's my first time getting a Bazam on this account. I'm really not really too excited about Bazam. Like, oh man, I gotta get him. I don't really use him that much. Alright, can we level up? Nope, that's all we're gonna get. 322 out of it. Alright, let's hit the good old Abyss here. 54. And just to double check on this, all 5 of those are filled up. And we have Sanders. I forget who I'm using for my other DPS. Oh, I think I might be using Ripper on it. Well, he doesn't even have any levels on his gear. Let's see who it is when I get to the Voider Zac and Infernus there. Now, the nice thing about playing this account is I've got the 6x speed, which makes everything go so much faster. So the only thing is when I go through and I play the other account at time 2 speed, then I got to go and click on this one, which actually we'll leave that for a second. Get that Abala. Show that nice Abala skill there from the skin. So slow. ×1 doesn't even seem like ×1. ×1 just seems like slow motion, doesn't it? We're going to get an Abala cut screen. Is that the question? No cut screen, but the animation's still pretty cool. I probably should rearrange them a little bit. Throw Cayenne in the front there, or throw a Zeg in the front. That way my Abala is a little bit more protected, but... Look at that damage there. 181 million from freaking Lilith. 182 million. That's insane. What's going on, Logan? Thanks for popping in. Hang on there, Logan. You busted me, bud. I have not done my mimics yet today. I am terrible at remembering to do the mimics. Let me head over there right now and see if I missed out on... Whew, expires in 122. Oh no, I did miss the mimics on this one. Oof. So I usually miss out on my mimics, because I'm typically one, but I usually make sure that my freaking what's it called is done on it. My daily chores on it. Man, that really sucks. I'm going to work, it'll be a 2024 resolution right there, is to get better with it. So we are, okay, we're running Lilith on top of it. She's just overpowered right now. 17 stars. Even though she's not ideal for Infernus, we'll see how well she does. Still holding strong. I mean, I'm still able to get up to the 27 chest on it. I don't think we're going to be putting up 180 mil or 182 mil like we did in the Arrow one, but she still holds her own. The most I can get out of her is 7 continuous attacks, so 7 whooshes. And that's going up against Blacher Zoltan there. Usually when I go up against Blighter, I do 7 wave attacks, then it hits to 5 wave attacks, then 4 wave attacks, and I think I get another 7 out of there. Time to stand up, my Fitbit says. That ain't happening. Throw the auto back on. Almost 11, level 7 cave, just over 29,000. I just wonder how high cave lets you go. So, I don't really see where we are. I mean, it's... As far as the rewards you get out of the Cave of Abyss, you know, you reach your full meter at the top. The rewards are kind of garbage out of them, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm already getting up to chest 27. I'm getting legendary pulls out of this. And then you fill that meter and it's like, oh, you get a 2-star piece of epic gear. I imagine it'll keep on climbing, but the scaling just doesn't seem to really be that great, in my opinion. That's something that definitely needs a huge buff. Now, if they started throwing some artifacts in there, that'd be a different story. I'm gonna get him. Gonna get him. So let's see what it shows here at the meter at the top. Yeah, I'm at level 6 on this one. And let's see, our rewards when we beat this one. That's what we get. Those are our rewards for Explorer rewards when we fill that meter. Just doesn't seem worthwhile to me. I do like cave hunting events, though. I spent a lot of gems inside the Abyss. It was all about that, that chase for the Kion there. Getting him 20 stars, like, that was like an achievement done. Now I'm at that point, it's like, okay, I got my Kion to 20. What do I do now? Well, now I just invest it in Amelia or Carmen, which I think I'm going to probably start investing. This one I've been investing in a Carmen. And I think I'll probably continue to go that route. I think the free-to-play one, that's where I'm going to push more towards Amelia. Try to get some more out of the Abyss on it here and have her kind of as a nice switch around if I do need to drop a hero and put somebody else in. I mean, even on there, still, you know, Lilith is owning on damage, even though she's not ideal for it, still killing it. Kyan's not far behind, though. Ooh, that one hurt. Might of Despair kicking in. Stay alive, Kyan. Oof. And a bunch of purples. I wish I could set this part up for a 6x speed. I really don't care what I'm getting out of these chests. And I really wouldn't be opposed that if they even changed what was in there a little bit, gave us a little bit more variety. I mean, there's plenty of things in the game now. There's our animation. So we should have 1.5 coming up pretty soon, which I would only imagine would mean more heroes, more skins. So I'm kind of curious to see who the next skin is going to be. But I think we're going to see the game becoming a little bit harder here and there now that we get more heroes out there. But it still seems like we're still getting a halfway decent good amount of pulls for getting heroes. So I haven't really been affected with having 4 more heroes populate in the queue. Yeah, no, I definitely would. I mean, if you're, if you have a Maya Despair, I don't care if it's a penetration, a defense, a rune of life. You could build those other substats to get some attacks in there and stuff. But yeah, I definitely throw the Maya Despair on there. How often do you guys get embers from cave bosses? It doesn't really seem like I get a lot there, Lamb. I mean, even with getting these things up to like 27. Or even, 26 for the chest. I might be lucky if I get 20 or 25 embers. And usually when I get the most embers I usually get, come from in Furnace of Dawn. The other ones might be like 10 or 15. It's not a lot. Like, especially when I was going for my Kyan for this account, and I was just, all I needed was one more copy. And I'm like, oh, I'll just grind the Abyss. You know, I gotta go and get, 100 more. It seemed like I spent, 3,000 gems just to get it there. And I think a lot of them came from like when it was, you go to your achievements and it says, oh, you played the Abyss 6,000 times. Here's 200 extra, beast tokens for you. I think that's the only way that really saved me. But yeah, I don't get much. Yeah, I definitely put it on him then, Logan. I mean, if you're using Kyan as one of your main damage dealers there, I don't remember. Did you put your heroes in here who you're using? So even if you're not using Kyan as your main damage dealer, yeah, I mean, penetration on Sanders is going to be. I mean, that's really what you want to put your penetration rune on. I guess who's your highest star damage dealer that you're using inside your team? I mean, put it on somebody that you're consistently using for just about every single battle that's a dealer, and that'd be the route I would go. We're 96 million for damage against here. I mean, I would like to put somebody on here like Milia, but with how much damage Lilith is doing, I gotta just leave her in. I think I need to work on upgrading my Sanders on it. But still, we're still getting level 27 chests, so I think we're doing just fine for it. Yeah, I think they cap out at 30. I don't know. I haven't really ever seen anybody get past 30 on it, so I'll be curious to see if there is other chests afterwards. I'll have to see once we get to the next boss there and see if I could swipe over on it. I thought I could swipe over to see how many chests they were. For a while there, I think it was... I think 25 might have been the max, because we used to get red gear at chests like 17, 18. And then they threw an extra 5 chests out there. And now we get, you know, red gear at... let's retry this. Oh, I can't see the chest, can I? I really felt like I was able to swipe through those things at one point. But yeah, that was a kind of a bummer day. I just had finally started getting red gear from 17, 18. And that's really where I was telling people, like, oh, don't buy your red gear chest from your events. And then, like, 2 days later, they went and said, oh, yeah, we're not dropping them till, like, 23, 24. You think they drop it, they could top off at 50? That could be. Level 32? Okay. Man, I gotta get... I can only imagine what I get from the other ones then. What chapter are you on, Logan? How far are you in? Whoosh, 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 whoosh. There we go, right there. So I'm gonna, let's see, we're 18. We'll finish these things out, the rest of this cave boss, and we'll call it a stream. So my wife has gluten allergies, so I bought a whole bunch of gluten-free snacks for her. And there's like a gluten-free cookie. I can't even think of the name of it. It's like Tate's Cookies or something, but we have Wegmans is kind of the grocery store by us. And they're like these little thin chocolate chip cookies. They're maybe like that thick around, but they're like this thin, and they're gluten-free. But I got her gluten-free Oreos. I got her gluten-free lemon cookies. And then I got these other chocolate chip cookies that are gluten-free. I said, hey, you know, these are my gluten-free cookies. I don't eat gluten-free. Like, I don't have celiacs or anything, but there is some gluten-free things I really like. So I killed like half the bag of cookies yesterday on it. And I'm thinking right when I get done with this stream here, we're going to go and eat the last 5 or 6 cookies that are in there. My stomach's starting to grumble. We'll see how well that goes. If she hasn't eaten them already on me. Yeah, this sander is weak on this one. Oh, there's a red axe. It seems like the items that I do get out of the red gear, it's always like consistent. Like, it seems like the red axe is the most common one you're going to get for this strength class. So I'll have like 10 heroes sit with red axe, and then I'll have missing every other piece of red gear on them. I'd probably have to go over to GL5, which is one of the original ones. Let's kill Voider here first, and we'll see what the stats are for the players in here. But yeah, there's some freaking high spenders out there, that's for sure. I know even this one has some pretty strong people in it. I don't know if people... So the GL5 is one of the servers before the game actually released globally. So when I first started playing, it was available in Canada. I kind of just started getting in before everybody else. So I was like, okay, let me see how this game is. If it's good, when release happens, I'll make videos on it, and I ended up enjoying it, so I kind of stuck with that server. Later, when I decided to make this GL147 one, that was a fresh, brand new server at the time. And I was like, oh, I'll get on the top, we'll spend, and then next thing you know, people just started spending a good amount of money inside the game. There are actually 3 left here. Making it through all 3 without hitting a boss. Oh, there's a boss there too. Yeah, let's back out of it. Let's see what the server says. So, rankings on this, 136 million, 144 million, 144, which is probably going to be what the rankings are on this. Yeah, 144 is the highest on this one. And that's Shadow Step. Don't mess with them. If we go over to GL5, which is my free-to-play one, and we can see what GL1 is for. Speed is pretty important. I mean, when it comes down to it, and that Fleta drops your Lulu or Almond on you first thing, having some speed and getting it out before him, it's definitely helpful to have. If I get a red speed stat on one of my runes, I'll leave it in there. So 152 million on this one. And let's go to the OG very first one. Let's see. These are accounts for ones I was just using for making guilds and stuff inside the game. So ranking on this one, 205 million over here. Oof. Let's see, iPICKmyBUTT account. What else do we have? Let's see. 211. Let's check GL2. So a lot of these were players that were all playing before it even came out in Canada. These were all beta players. I can't even see it on those ones. I'm not far enough in. But yeah, so I mean, there's some heavy hitters out there. I can't even imagine getting up that high on it. But guys, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 3 minutes. So I think I'm going to call her a stream here. I got to do sponsored videos now, so we'll probably go make that. I'll probably be doing that. I might pop up just a regular Souls video tomorrow on thing. I'm still using Dexter on my free-to-play one. But I haven't really been using it much because I've been getting copies of them. So, yeah, for this one at least, I have been popping them in just on Abyss, and that's about it. But yeah, like I said, we'll probably stream again Monday, maybe tomorrow, seeing how things go. But it might just be a regular video for tomorrow. Hey, thanks, Hector. But, hey, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody hanging out and just chilling up. I got the hiccups. I got the burps. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And remember, I pick my butt. See you, everyone.